All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing lesson 3.30, lesson 30 in module 3. This is going to be a bit longer of a lesson because I'm not here today. So I want to make sure that you guys truly get everything you need to get out of it. So again, we are looking at division, but this time the division, if you notice, has some zeros in it. So that's what we're going to be working on. So go ahead and get yourself a whiteboard, marker, and eraser. And we're going to get started. Well, the first thing is just to do some practice. I want you to go ahead and do some multiplication practice. We haven't had that in a long time. So go ahead and solve that problem. Pause while you solve it. And when you play it again, I'll have the answer. Let's see if you agree with me. Go ahead and pause. You should have gotten 1,546 because 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 7 is 14. You can see it right there. And then 2 times 700 is also 14, plus 1 is 15. All right, not too bad. Let's try another one. Let's try 1,605 times 3. Go ahead and pause while you solve that one. You should have gotten 4,815. If you made a mistake here and you put a 4, it's because when you multiplied 3 times 0, you got 3. But 3 times 0 groups means there are 0. So you just have to add that 1 in. All right, let's move on. Go ahead and erase. We're just going to do a division problem here. 4,768 divided by 2. Go ahead and solve that out. Pause while you do that. You should have gotten 2,384, and then I even checked it. If you didn't, you need to raise your hand right now because you need someone to come over and double check your work and see if they can help you. Don't lie to yourself. If you need help, period. All right, go ahead and erase your board. I'm going to tell you a story, and I'm going to draw while I tell it, so make sure you're drawing what I'm drawing. The store wanted to put 1,455 bottles of juice into packs of 4. So I know that I have this many bottles of juice, and we want to put it into packs of 4. How many complete packs can they make? How many complete packs can they make? How many packs of 4 can I get? And how many more bottles do they need to make another pack? So that's telling me that there might be a remainder. So my answer statement, you don't have to write, is going to be they can make blank packs and need blank more for a new pack. The reason I told you not to write that is probably because you're going to run out of space. So what I have to do is I have to take the number of juice packs I have, or juice bottles I have, and break them into 4 into each pack. Well, that's going to require division. I'm going to pull another piece of paper over here. So 1,455 divided by 4. We know right away we cannot have 1 into 4 groups. We know that 0 times 4 is the closest we're going to get to 1. So 1 minus 0 is 1. Bring down that 4, and now I have 14 hundreds. How many hundreds times 4 groups can I get out of 14? Would be 3. 3 times 4 groups is 12, and I subtract. If you don't need to wait for me, keep on trucking. If you do, that's okay. Bring down that 5. I have 25 tens. That's my tens place. How many groups of 4 can I get out of 25? Well, I think I can get 6 tens into 4 groups. So 6 times 4 is 24. Yep, I was right. And then we bring down that last 5. Remember, you must have a digit above each digit. I have 15. How many ones? Can I throw into some groups here? I'm going to say 4, nope, 3. 3 times 4 is 12. And I have a remainder of 3. I can check it. 363 times 4, which is 12. 4 times 6 is 24, plus 1 is 25. 12 plus 2 is 14, plus my 3 remaining gives me 1,455. So I know I'm right. So the question was, they can make how many packs? Well, they can make 363 packs. If you write this number for packs, you are wrong. That's how many bottles we have. 363 packs. How many more do they need for a new pack? Well, I have how many juice bottles left over? I have 3 juice bottles left over. Well, I need 4 juice bottles. So how many more do they need? Oh yeah, that's a big fat hairy one. I need 1 more for a new pack because I had 3 juice bottles left. All right, go ahead and erase and get ready for your lesson today. All right, we're going to be doing some division with zeros. 409 divided by 5. Oh my. Go ahead and write that down. And ask yourself, I have 4 hundreds. Can I break that up into 5 groups? Hopefully you answered, no, I cannot. And if you answered, no, I cannot, then you need to put a big fat hairy 0 up here. If you need your place value chart, ones, tens, hundreds, that's fine. Here is my place value chart. I have 400s. I cannot put them into 5 groups. So we have a problem. That means I have to unbundle every single one of these. I have 400s. That's going to be 40 tens. I'm sorry, I love y'all, but I am not going to move discs. And I'm not going to count out 40 discs. So what I am going to do is I'm going to say I know that 4 cannot go into 5 groups. So 0 times 5 is indeed 0. So I still have 400s. I'm going to bring down my 0 tens because when I unbundled 400s, I now have 40 tens. Oh, wait a minute. How many tens can I multiply times 5 groups to get close to 40? Oh, that I can do. That's 8, because 8 times 5 is 40. Nice 0. There she is. Bring down that 9. How many groups of 1, how many ones can I put into 5 groups to get 9, or close to 9? Only 1, because a 2 would give me 10. 1 times 5 is 5. Subtract, and you get 4. That is my remainder. Don't forget it. 81 times 5, my quotient times my groups, is 405. Plus 4 more is 409. And that's what it should look like. You see how we had that issue there? All right, let's go ahead and erase that and do one more. And then I'm going to set you off on your problem set. If you are confused, you need to put your hand in the air. It's the only way we're going to be able to help you. Get the hand in the air. All right, so let's imagine we have 2,060 divided by 5. If you think you know how to do this and you don't need my help, great. You can go ahead and pause the video right now, do the problem, and then see if you get the same answer I do. Otherwise, you should already have this written down because I've been talking. So here's your job. 2 into 5 groups. If I had my place value chart, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, I'd have 2 thousands and I'd have 6 10s. And I'd have 5 groups. Well, 5 is a lucky number. I cannot take my 2,000s and distribute them. 0. It's not going to work. 2 cannot go into 5 equally without somebody being left out. So 0 times 5 gets me as close to 2 as possible. Bring down that next 0, and I now have 20. Because if I unbundled these two, I would have 20 hundreds. How many hundreds do I need to have my spread out between my 5 groups? Well, hopefully I would have 4 hundreds in each group. 4 times 5 is 20. 5 times 4 is 20. That gives me 20. Subtract, bring down that 6. 6 goes into 5 groups. 6 into 5 groups, you can actually see it here. You would have 1 in each group with 1 little guy left over. So I know that 1 times 5, 110 times 5 is 5 10s. I used 5 10s to distribute. Subtract, I have 110 left. I do not have a digit above that 0 yet. I must keep going. Bring down that 0. 10 broken into 5 groups, or what times 5 gives me 10? It's 2. 2 1s times 5 groups is 10. My answer is 412. That's my quotient. If I check it, I get the same answer. All right, guys, your job is this. Problem set with a partner. Check in with the teacher. Make sure you have the right answers. Then Zern until you finish 3.30. Then you go on to your homework. Then you can do IXL. So homework, IXL kind of go hand in hand. If you want to do one or the other, that's fine. But in that order, I expect to hear a good report when I come back. All right, have a good day.